Hey Davie, things are bad, man. Best case scenario, we have 6 weeks left until we have to close our doors.
The #1 speed cubing business in Australia, run by a young entrepreneur, has got himself into some hot water.
Revenue has just continued to drop.
With an oversized warehouse, a mountain of debt,
It's hundreds of thousands.
and plummeting sales.
There's a lot of pressure on my shoulders to fix this.
If things don't change drastically,
I don't even know what magic I can work here.
it's a matter of weeks before he goes bankrupt. Billy is a young entrepreneur that I met through Daily Mentor. He specializes selling speed cubes through his e-commerce store. As I got to know him better, I realized that his business was not in a good state. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. So tell me about the business, mate.
Yeah, there's been lots of issues recently. Revenue has just continued to drop this year. Like we have bills that we're really struggling to pay. Each year, generally, we've been going up and up and up, and things were good. And this year, things have been different. I made a big bet on this new warehouse.
It's a huge space.
It's a massive space. We don't actually need a space this big.
This warehouse is enormous, and there's so many empty shelves as well. If we can get someone to actually take the space off him, then he'll be saving a fortune. But we need lawyers to review the contracts. Lucky, I've got some lawyers that I can pay for and are even willing to work for free for Billy to review it.
There is no product on this shelf and you've got a giant warehouse. What is going on?
The problem is, even though you look, we've got a decent amount of product here, we have over 1,000 different puzzles. The best-selling ones are basically non-existent. We don't have any here. All this is stock that takes a really long time to sell, and customers want the best products. We want to supply them with the best products, and it's not enough to pay the bills.
Some businesses, the more products you sell, the more revenue you'll bring. But that's actually quite rare. By staying really focused on the main products that actually drive the revenue, you can reduce the operational complexity and make less mistakes. And let me guess, you've got debt.
We do have debt. It's hundreds of thousands.
How long have you got because of the debt?
About 6 weeks at best.
And in terms of the business health, what happens if you go bankrupt?
It will be tough because this is all I've ever known. It might seem silly that I sell Rubik's Cubes for a living, but it is my passion. And yeah, I also help take care of my mum who's sick. And on top of that, my dad's tied to some of the debt. So if I go out of business, he could go under. So I feel like there's a lot of pressure on my shoulders to fix this, or a lot of people I care about will get hurt.
So where was your finance team in all of this? How have they let this happen?
That's part of the issue. I started this when I was 16 with no knowledge about how to do any sort of business. I've had a family accountant helping me who's just really hasn't helped.
Are all the financials accurate?
No, they're not accurate.
You can't run a business without good financials. You can't just do the fun stuff and just focus on marketing. You need to understand your numbers.
Look, mate, when you called me, I knew that there was going to be problems in the business, but I didn't realize how bad the situation actually is. But I want to help, and I think I can help. And the first thing that we need to do is we need to sell as much of this stock as possible so we can buy new good stock that your customers actually want. And then the other thing is this warehouse. It is way too big. We need to sublet this warehouse. And then finally, I'm going to use all the resources that I actually have to get this business firing again so that you don't have that weighing on your family and also your sick mum. So I want to help as much as I can.
I want you to know how much this means to me that you're doing this for me.
We'll be good. It's so much worse than I thought it was. The amount of debt that he actually has, I don't even think he knows. And the sales are just declining and declining. It is literally way worse than I thought it was. Way, way worse.
So, what does that mean?
I don't know, generally it could. I don't even know what magic I can work here. He honestly could lose the business.
In businesses, you can look like you're making lots of money, but sometimes you're actually losing money every single sale if your accounting isn't spot on. The scariest thing that I discovered was that Billy's dad is actually roped in on the debt.
So if Billy goes under, his dad could lose his house and any other assets that he has. The only thing that's a saving grace is that he still has some inventory in that warehouse, but it's so slow selling. So we're gonna have to use all the tricks in the book. We're gonna have a big sale and drive a lot of hype so that we can put some cash back into the business and hopefully get Billy and his dad out of hot water.
That was good, man.
He's actually calling.
Answer it.
Do I answer?
Put on speaker.
Speaker.
Yeah. Can you guys hear that, guys?
Yo, I'm just with the film crew. Can I call you back or do you want to chat now?
It's important. Do you reckon you've got a few minutes?
Yeah, what's up?
Listen, like, I'm incredibly grateful for everything you've done so far, but I actually just don't know, like, if I can do this anymore. Like, I'm feeling like I just want to cancel the warehouse sale and just, like, be done with it.
This is a make or break moment for Billy. Let's see if he can pull through.
What's going on? How are you feeling?
Just like the pressure, like, it's so overwhelming. Like, I feel like I've got 100 things to do. It's just, like, I actually just genuinely don't know if I can keep going.
Look, this is generally as hard as it gets. Like, you not only have the stakes of your business, but also your family's so roped up into it. So I understand. I think if you can get through this, there's nothing that you won't be able to get through, especially in business. And I think we have a plan, and I think we should stick to it, and we'll get the results. And let me give you a call back when the crew is in here, and I'll walk you through it.
Okay.
All right, I'll call you back.
Thank you, Davie.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
It's not going well. I definitely appreciate what's going on in his head. Everything feels like it's just falling down. I'll give him a call back in a bit.
So I've finally got time to review Billy's website. Me and the team are going to make so many changes. The first thing is above the fold. This is an old newspaper term, meaning that when the newspaper was folded over, the most important information is always at the top, and Billy has nothing there. When realistically, we need a big banner that says #1 cube seller in Australia. Then people will know that they're in the right spot. The next thing is consistency. Billy has different colors, different padding, different iconography across his website. We'll tidy that up and it will look very professional. We then need to turn our focus to the top selling product. This is where 80% of our traffic is going to be going. So if we can make these product pages longer with more information, even information about Billy and his business, it'll increase the amount of sales that we can get. And then the final thing that I'm going to change is actually the secret to the Oodie's success, and it's called bundling. Just because someone comes to the website just wanting 1 cube doesn't mean that we can't sell them 3 or 4 items if we give them the right discount. We can create multiple gift packs and deals so customers increase their average order value. All right, this is looking pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if it doubles his revenue.
So mate, we're making some good progress on the business side of things, but I really just wanted to kind of check in and see how you're going. So tell me the story about your mum, because it seems like the business is really for her in some ways.
Yeah, I mean, I started this out of the bedroom of Mum's house, and Mum's been an incredible support for me this entire time. And the entire time I've been running this, she's been suffering from a chronic illness called fibromyalgia. And it makes her incredibly sick and tired and have a vast amount of issues. And she's shown me such incredible strength because she's like suffered so much with her illness. And seeing her like go through that, and she's like the most positive person I know. And now to be in a situation where she could be vulnerable again, I think is like weighs a lot on me.
When we sign up to be an entrepreneur, we're willing to absolutely live off crumbs for the next 3 years while we make our business work. But when there's someone else relying on you, that isn't an option. So I just wanted to do a little something for Billy and his mum to alleviate some of that pressure.
Well, look, we're obviously trying to help with the business side of things. And I want to help that as well, but I know things are probably getting tight for you personally as well. So we did want to give you $10,000 personally, just to help you out in this tough time, because I know things are a bit rough and tight at home as well, with all of the money going to this debt and trying to fix that and do right by them. So make sure that your mum can eat the healthy food that she needs because of her illness in this period.
I don't even know if I can take that.
You can.
I don't know if I can do that,
Yeah.
man. Thank you, dude. It means so much.
And we'll fix the business as well. You're a kind soul. You're exactly like your mum as well. You're resilient and kind, so you deserve it.
I feel like I'm in shock. Like, I genuinely, I don't know if I can accept this. Like, this is a lot of money.
You can. We'll sort it out.
Can I give you another hug? Can I give her a proper one? Thank you, man.
We'll sort out the business as well so you can support her long term.
Thank you.
How did you feel in that moment, giving Billy the money?
I think it just showed how much of a vulnerable spot he actually is in right now, but it also made me feel motivated about how much we actually need to help him. The key to a warehouse sale is first, you've got to be organized. You've got to make sure that none of your product can be stolen. You need tables, chairs, and security. The next step is we need to get people's attention. We use Facebook ads, just small budgets to target the local neighborhood. And the final thing we did is we relied on Speed Cubing Australia that already had all of the customers that we needed to come on an email list. They had the exciting event and it just brought everyone that we needed.
So it's the big day, weeks of planning, so much stress. We had no idea if anyone was going to rock up. A crowd's gathering, but we need to sell a lot of cubes. In fact, here's the counter. Let's get into it. So one of the best parts about these warehouse sales is they have to walk past every single product in the store, and they end up buying things that they didn't really know that they wanted or needed. And it's a bit of mob mentality, a bit of excitement.
It's going good so far. Like, if we look over there, there's a lot more people than I expected so far. I thought some people would show up, but since this is the first one we've done, seeing this many people, it's good. I'm very happy.
About 100 kids just came rushing in with their parents, and they are buying literally everything. I had no idea that they were actually just gonna love every single product that Billy had. And the advertiser even ran a story on us this morning, which definitely helped. We're in the newspaper. I think we're gonna make the target. We did it! So I'm definitely grabbing the wrong ones, but it's been a while since I've been on the tools. I think he said it was around here. But we've got to pick up the pace. We're about 70% to the target. That's the one. This is definitely wrong. So mate, I feel like you've got a different energy value today.
Yeah, I think I'm feeling a lot more lighter because the warehouse sale went really well. Our sales nearly doubled, so we've got a lot more time in the bank, so I'm feeling a lot more optimistic.
That's amazing. And we've increased the website conversion rate, so online sales are going up.
Yeah.
We've organised the subletter, so that should save you about $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
And we cleared a lot of the inventory. So now it's all on you. You've just got to keep the momentum going and not give up.
Yeah, no, I understand the road ahead's going to be tough, but I'm optimistic, and thanks to everything you've done, I think our prospects are a lot more hopeful.
You deserve it, mate. Make sure you look after yourself as well.
Thank you.
When I first started working with Billy, I thought it was going to be easy. But I just didn't understand just how many bad things were going on in the business. But I've done all I can. And there is no certainty in business like there is no certainty in life. All Billy needs to do is just not give up, keep learning from his mistakes.